Be still, O chosen one, and let the weight of these words settle upon your soul like sacred dew upon the earth. Cease your restless thoughts, silence the clamor of the world, and open your heart to a truth that is not merely a story, but a celestial proclamation, a warning, etched in the fire of divine justice, and a revelation born from the light of eternal protection. What you are about to receive is no fleeting tale. It is a decree from the heavens, a testament to the unyielding guardianship that surrounds you, and a judgment upon those who dare to conspire against the anointed. There was an old man, a figure cloaked in the guise of wisdom, whose presence you may have sensed, or whose name you may know. For years, he lingered in the shadows, his eyes fixed upon you with a gaze tainted by envy and malice. With trembling hands, he offered her money, and she, in turn, gave him an object wrapped in cloth, a talisman meant to block your path. Under the pale glow of moonlight, he buried it near your home, his crooked fingers clawing at the earth as he whispered curses against your name. The wind itself grew restless that night, as if nature recoiled against his audacity. But he was blind to the truth. Light has eyes that never sleep, and angels stand watch over those chosen by the divine. A chill ran through your dreams, a ripple of unseen weight pressing upon your soul. It was no mere dream, it was a celestial alarm, a warning from the heavens that danger lurked. As he stood before her door, his body betrayed him. He collapsed, his eyes rolling back as a fierce wind tore through the room, shattering glass and scattering his plans. They rushed him to a hospital where machines faltered, lights flickered, and his vitals danced erratically. His skin grew cold, as if touched by a shadow not of this world. A nurse, trembling, swore she saw a figure at his bedside, a towering presence with wings too vast for mortal space. She fled her post the next morning, pale and shaken, unable to speak of what she had witnessed. He tried to confess, but his words fell on deaf ears. He spoke of the power surrounding you, but they called it madness. In truth, it was justice, divine, unyielding, and precise. Archangel Michael declares, "He who seeks to destroy the protected will taste the edge of justice, sharpened by truth." He gathered false witnesses, plotting in silence, but as he prepared to strike, his hand went numb. The pen fell, and the paper burned, flames erupting without source, consuming his plans. Neighbors heard his screams as fire licked the edges of his table. But when help arrived, the document was ash, as if divine hands had declared, "Not today." You were never meant to see it, but now you know why the air felt heavy, why your spirit sensed an unseen battle. You were under attack, yet you never fell. You rose, you smiled, you walked unaware, but shielded by sacred forces. Your energy is reclaiming itself. What was stolen, peace, respect, love, honor, returns to you now, multiplied. Your ancestors, the blood of warriors and prophets, awoke within you, their strength coursing through your veins. Your laughter echoes like justice fulfilled, and your presence commands reverence. The old man sleeps with the lights on, haunted by footsteps that stop at his door, whispering your name. He sought forgiveness, but his prayers meet silence, for he did not merely attack your name, he tried to dismantle your soul. Yet your path was blessed from the beginning, your light too radiant to be extinguished. Archangel Michael proclaims, "Your enemies' disguises have fallen. Their lies unravel, and they face the harvest of their deeds. Your existence is your victory. Your survival is your warfare. You were never defenseless. Your energy, guided by divine hands, began to push back against the darkness. The woman he paid, sensing the power that shielded you, warned him. This one is marked by a force I cannot touch. But his envy blinded him. He ignored her, returning with a heavier purse, driven by fear that your light would outshine his existence. His secrets rose to the surface, oily and undeniable, as those he had manipulated began to see through his lies. The fog of spiritual warfare lifts, and your clarity returns. Your spirit will glow, your voice will carry authority, and your presence will draw awe, even in crowds. The old man's schemes, born of bitterness, have been consumed by the fire of justice. Your path, once obstructed, is now clear, paved with grace and lined with victories. Stand tall, for you have survived a storm crafted to destroy you. Your enemies revealed your strength, and the throne they sought to deny you, the old man who sought your silence, will witness your rise, a living testament to divine justice. He wished for your loss, but you will gain double-risked, in body, mind, and soul. Your support fuels this mission of light and love. For those moved to give more, a super thanks contribution of up to $20 is a cherished offering to sustain this work. Together, let us shine as beacons of divine grace. Your dreams will align, your steps will be ordered, and your legacy will inspire those under similar attacks. A woman from your neighborhood, once ensnared by his schemes, came forward. She confessed to spying on you at his behest, but could no longer bear the weight of her actions. Something told me this wasn't right, she said, her voice trembling with awe. His mind is fogged, trapped in a loop of his own deceit. The old man's corruption cannot touch you. Nations will hear your name, and your voice will echo in rooms of influence. You are the storm he never anticipated, the seed he tried to bury, now rising as a forest. His plans failed, not because you fought, but because you were protected by forces he could not comprehend. Walk boldly now, for your name is written in gold, where blessings flow. The walls he built around your joy crumble like paper in the rain, and your restoration is non-negotiable. Those who aided him now face their own misfortunes, lost phones, canceled jobs, closed doors. It is no accident, it is a cleansing. You are being lifted from the cycle of destruction, your light undimmed, your voice elevated. You may not have known the source of this shift, but it was your celestial defense at work, silently turning his weapons into your elevation. Every step you took toward your divine purpose, every blessing that graced your life, twisted his heart tighter with resentment. Beneath his weathered exterior, behind the mask of a kindly elder, he harbored a spirit poisoned by jealousy, a soul scorched by a past he could not escape. To the world, he was a sage, a man of experience, revered for his age. That night, as you rested, your spirit stirred. Then, catastrophe struck. Type Amen to claim the blessing of 444. In that hospital bed, a divine reversal began. The curses he had cast turned upon him like arrows returning to the archer. The old man aged in days, his hair thinning, his hands trembling, his soul weighed down by chains of guilt. Type Amen to claim the blessing of 777. His schemes went beyond whispers. He crafted a forged document, a lie meant to entangle you in legal strife. Type Amen to claim the blessing of 999. The old man lives, but he is a shadow of himself. Type Amen to claim the blessing of 1212. You, the one he sought to break, are now rising. Every step you take carries grace and fire. Type Amen to claim the blessing of 1414. Now, shifts are coming. Doors once sealed will open. Strangers will offer aid. And delayed blessings, money, opportunities, breakthroughs will flow like rivers, unblocked. Type Amen to claim the blessing of 1616. This is not merely your comeback. It is your divine rebirth. Type Amen to claim the blessing of 1818. Oh, chosen one, let this truth anchor your spirit. You are untouchable, guarded by a divine host that neither slumbers nor falters. You is yours, built by divine hands. Walk in this truth, for you are the evidence that no shadow can extinguish sacred light. Type Amen to claim the blessing of 2020. Beloved soul, if this message has stirred your spirit, we invite you to like and subscribe to join our sacred community, where divine truths and blessings continue to flow. With boundless love, your spiritual family.